What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be custom making Aptenodyte. Now what we're going to need is a penguin, a pteranodon, an X-Acto knife, some milliput, some sculpting tools. I mostly prefer these because of the tips. And some crazy glue or super glue. There are other tools I'll be using through the video. Alright, first up we're going to have to make the penguin slightly taller, I think. So we got Godzilla here, and I was right. He is just a slightly too short, so we are going to have to at least get him up a little bit. Move him out the way. Now we're going to take our X-Acto knife, and right here in the middle, if my camera will adjust, right here in the middle, I'm going to cut alright, now I got that taken care of. I cut off the arms so it would be easier, and I have an idea what I want to do with those. Hopefully it works. Now we're going to bring Godzilla back so we can get around the right size we need. Now we'll take him like this, and we're going to raise the top part up. Now Aptenodyte, hopefully I'm saying that name right, is at least about Godzilla's shoulder or a little bit over his shoulder. So this looks about a ½ inch. Now this is where we're going to need the milliput, because we're going to fill it in. Alright, set that down. Now this is a 2-part clay. Now we're going to have to mix this together. Alright, now I've gotten that mixed up. Now we can go on and get started. Now what I'm going to do is put this right here. And kind of put the top part on top of it and kind of smush it down to about the size that I need. Alright, I got that patted down. Now we'll bring Godzilla back out here. Alright. See how much we're going to have to add or take away. Alright. Alright, going to have to push down a little bit more. That's about where we need him. Move him out the way for now. Now we're going to take the X-Acto knife and try and hold him steady and kind of remove what we don't need. Now be careful, if you don't feel comfortable using an X-Acto knife, get an adult or guardian or somebody you trust. But we're going to move on to our next tool, and right here I'm just going to use this to roll the clay so it will have a little bit more better stick to it. And there we go. I did add a little bit more, and I went on and did a longer tail, if y'all can see right here. Alright, now I'm going to get a tool that I didn't list off earlier, and that is my Dremel. I'm going to take the sandpaper tool and kind of sand it out. Now the best thing about using the sandpaper on here is that the lines that it leaves kind of matches up with the feathers or the texture that the penguin has already. Now I got that all sanded down. As y'all can see what I mean by like the kind of feather lines on there. Now I know penguins don't really have feathers, but it's kind of matches those lines that it has. Now we're going to move on to the arms. Now my idea is to put the arms on here, but have them kind of go back and forth like a joint where I can move them up and down, and if I can, out to the sides. And what I'm going to use for that is a 3D pen stick. Now I'm going to use the Dremel tool again, but use this bit to dig into it. Now like I said, if you don't feel comfortable using these tools, always ask an adult if you do not feel comfortable. Now see if that will go in. That gotta get rid of some of the trash. Alright, it fits pretty good and can still rotate. Alright, now I got both arms straight. Now I did take some milliput and made the flippers a little bit bigger, because since I made the body longer, the flippers were a little bit too short. But before I put the arms on, I want to work on the head. Now we're going to need our Pteranodon for this, and what we're going to use is the X-Acto knife and kind of get that bottom jaw that's right there, so it kind of has the right design that I need. Alright, now I'm sorry that I lost the footage of working on the neck and mouth. But like I said, right here is what I tried to do for the flippers or fins. But now it can at least be articulated. Now we're going to move on to his back fin. And what we're going to need is some more milliput. Now since I got that straightened out, now I'm going to do kind of the little design that's over his eyes. That doesn't want to stick for me right now for some reason. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to break some of it off. Now let's see if I can get it this time. Alright. Now I got it on there. But that's kind of what we need to do. And here we go. Now I'm sorry that I lost the footage working on this. I had everything set up, but my phone died towards the end. I was going to use the Pteranodon's wing for the fin, but it did not work out. So I mostly used milliput for it. But I also used stick of 3D pen to put in there for a rod to help hold it up. Now we're going to get our Dremel, but we're going to need a really fine tip to do our little details on here. Going to remove the arms so they don't get messed up. Alright. Now right here I'm just making lines and kind of dremeling right where the top part of the back fin would be at. And alright, now we got that taken care of. And if you notice, I did put little rivets in the back of his fin. I did sand down the arms a little bit more to get a little bit better shoulder look. Now we're going to move on to our painting. And right here I'm going to use dark gray for my prime. Alright, now I got them all primed up. Now we're going to move on to our next color, and that is a dark navy blue. I hope everybody's having themselves a good day or night, whatever time you are watching this. Alright, now I got them all painted blue. Now we're going to move on to his underbelly. And that is just going to be antique white. Or if you don't have that, an off-white would probably work. Alright. He's starting to look good now. I even went on and did under his fins. But now we're going to move on to his fin on his back, and that and his beak. And that is going to be a orange. Sorry about that. Alright. Now, I went on and did the eyes and top of his beak and feet off camera. But the eyes are a light blue and have a little bit of a goldish yellow around it. And the feet and top of his beak is black. get close-up looks on him. Now I'm going to go a little bit, he could be finished, but I'm going to go a little bit further. But we're going to need a paper towel. And we're going to need some yellow. And we're going to dry brush a little bit of yellow on his fin to give it a little bit more detail. As I've looked at different concept arts, and there we go. I went on, gave him little lines of yellow on his back fin. I looked at lots of pictures of Aptenodyte. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. But this is a pretty cool monster. Or Titan, my bad. Now we're on the last bit, and that is matte varnish, so we do not scratch off or ruin the paint. Now I always start off with the feet first, so that gives it time to dry, so I can set them down. And now it's the next day, I let it dry overnight, and he came out pretty cool. Especially looking at it during the day, I can see a little bit better. But I hope I made Radbird, or hopefully I said your name right, or Ridic Bird, proud. But this is actually the second figure I have made that has articulation in its arms. But I hope everybody liked how he turned out. Give y'all 360 look all around him. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see everybody next time.